We look at how the coffee industry has evolved in South Africa in the last 10 years. It's gone leaps and bounds. You got cafes who have really created a world-class approach to their coffee.
It's growing, people are becoming more discerning, they're wanting to drink better coffees. We're open to learn, and we're open to adjust, and we're open to get together and experience new change and make a new change. And this is bringing our industry right up to that point.
The fact that you can go into your local coffee shop around the corner and have one of the world's top baristas pour you a coffee, it's probably unlike any other industry in South Africa or in the world.
The way I gauge where coffee is, funny enough, is the time we spend with coffee. So if you go to a very mature coffee society like Italy, it's 30 seconds with your espresso on your way to work. Where South Africa in the past was this 3-hour experience. When it moves from sit down to bar stool to takeaway, then we've matured.
I think people are always actually open to options. I find the more open we are, the more receptive our customers are.
So my attitudes about coffee started with an intrigue, and it's just like you have to go further. You want to go further into this thing, and there's so much to learn. There's so many more varietals, so many more flavor profiles, so many different brew methods. So yeah, once you go down that rabbit hole, it's a long old journey. You can fill 8 years pretty quickly, and I think I'll fill another 20.
You know, I look at the nature of South Africans, and we always want to win. I think that's just the way we're brought up. So the best guys that do coffee in this country, we're all just as intense as our rugby players or our cricket players are.
It's not just a, let's support our poor continent and our poor farmers. The belief that South Africans, we should be drinking African coffee because it's the finest on the planet.
We see a normal consumer who's just been having a normal ordinary coffee now trying to talk about different taste profiles of different origins from around the world.
People have literally just touched on specialty coffee. People are asking a little bit more like, what actually am I drinking other than coffee? Is it Burundi? Is it what varietal it is?
There are incredible stories in coffee in this country, and we haven't even scraped the surface yet.
Being the editor of the coffee magazine, I'm in a very exciting position because we get to be a platform for coffee professionals and coffee lovers alike. We are aiming to build that community and culture around coffee. 3 years ago, this didn't exist. There wasn't a media platform for the coffee community. And in that 3 years, we've seen it grow and flourish. And every day we are finding out about new places opening and new people learning about coffee or tasting their first cappuccino. And it's really, really exciting to be a part of that.
The coffee competitions in South Africa are crucially important to our industry for a number of reasons. The first is that it gives our baristas a chance to really showcase their skills as coffee professionals, not just in the barista competition, but in the latte art competition and in the cup tasters competition.
It's the front edge, the leading edge. And specialty coffee and the people in the specialty coffee industry are that leading edge. You really start to see that people are pushing the envelope in the same way that they're pushing the envelope overseas.
Yeah, you can use these glasses in the middle to put your fish into.
It's really just trying to break preconceptions of what coffee's supposed to taste like, and rather to show what coffee can taste like.
With Ishan placing 18th at the World Barista Championships and myself placing 15th, we're now top 20s. Now that we are sort of almost breaching the semi-final mark, it's like people are taking notice that specialty coffee exists down here.
To be able to take those skills to the public and to the trade and to exhibit what's possible in coffee is unbelievable.
Judges, please note, it may take a few hits. It's all part of the experience.
I stand there and I'm emceeing those competitions and I look into the people's eyes that are gathered around watching what's going on. It's almost unfathomable because suddenly coffee is not just coffee. It's so much more than that.
And the title of South African Barista Champion for 2015 going to Dublin, Ireland to represent South Africa is Wayne Oberholzer.
coffee is a global industry. It's the second most consumed product in the world. It's phenomenally global. And all that we have to do is just latch onto it and just do the best that we can possibly do with it. The more we see coffee as a lifestyle versus a product that we consume, the more coffee is just developing, and that in itself is creating the speed in which it develops. We're open to it, we're playing, we haven't got 100 years of baggage sort of attached to us. And that's refreshing and that's good, you know, so we're moving with the times, and the times are ever changing.